Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Monday morning. It's a little bit later Monday morning, but it is still Monday morning. Not afternoon like last time. We have one child being distracted. What's she being distracted by?
She's being distracted by Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
The other one is doing Dinosaur Train, which he really likes. He was singing the song, "Hey Tyrannosaurus, hey Tyrannosaurus, hey Tyrannosaurus," and that's, you know how kids' songs go. Yeah. That's all that we ever got out of him. But, so hopefully we can go for a little bit of no distraction time.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, morning coffee is actually good.
Yes.
So, this morning, what did you want to talk about?
I have no idea.
Remember last time we talked about preparing something for the new show coming up next.
Yeah. It's Monday morning.
It is Monday morning. I think we established that part. Your cat brought in some animals during the night. There was a surprise for us waiting on the bathroom floor, a dead...
And the living room floor.
And the living room floor. But it might have been the same animal, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he managed to spread it to 2 rooms.
On the bathroom floor, there was the head and legs of, I think it was a mockingbird.
I think you're right. I think it was a mockingbird.
And some feathers. That's the reason I think it was mockingbird. It had that mockingbird color.
Apparently that mockingbird wouldn't sing, so he killed it. That's not how the song goes. But anyway.
That's how the song goes.
Maybe he'll bring me a diamond ring next.
Maybe. I would wait for that cat. And so then, as we came through into the living room, we saw chunks of something. There were, guts and parts.
It was nasty, whatever it was.
Maybe from the same bird. Maybe not. You just couldn't tell. But, so Megan was nice and cleaned all that up so she wouldn't have to step on it. I was going to clean it up, but I was working.
Yes. I was worried the baby would, she has to crawl on that floor.
She crawls and then she grabs everything she can find and put it in her mouth, so that's not good.
Clean it up and put some Lysol and, yeah.
That's good. So your cat.
Yes.
Does anybody want a cat?
Oh, my poor kitty. You gotta give him away.
From the way I've talked about it, I doubt if anybody would want it now. Sure, I would love to take a cat that's really a pain.
That meows incessantly, and he is a good mouser.
He is a very good mouser.
Mice and birds and bunnies, poor little bunnies.
That's fine. Yeah, she's worried that, when we're out of town for any amount of time, that, what's the cat going to do for food? Apparently, he can take care of himself.
Food.
Apparently, he can take care of himself just fine.
Yeah, he proved that to me this morning.
I think that's why he did it.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm fine."
He said, "Go away for Memorial Day."
You forget. I'm the cat. You're here for me.
That's very true.
I'm not here for you. You're here for me, and I don't need you. You're my pet. That's the way cats act. I'm not a big fan of cats. Really?
Well, I have mixed feelings.
You have mixed feelings about your cat? I hope she never says that about her children.
Oh, no. Well, I hope you don't want to give them away anytime
Well, I
soon.
don't. But if you say, "I love my cat," but you also
then
say, "I love my children,"
he drives me crazy.
Well, your children drive you crazy,
they do too. I don't really desire to get rid of them anytime soon. I don't know what it is. Like, with my last cat, I was very attached to my last cat. So, this cat, I'm attached to him. Maybe that's because
her last cat, she was very attached. Watch this.
Yeah. Oh, don't mention his name. I'm going to cry. He got ran over. It was very sad.
And it's sad to lose a pet. I understand that, but she was very attached.
She was my baby.
You're getting teary already.
Oh. So then, I guess it was about a year later, I got this cat as a kitten. Got him as a kitten.
Do you want to get another cat?
Sometimes I think maybe he would be calmer if we had another cat. Maybe that's the problem. He doesn't have a buddy. But then I might get another cat and just have twice the aggravation of things waking me up in the middle of the night, meowing incessantly.
Maybe. Or maybe, he may say, "Hey, other cat, let me tell you about how things work around here. Our job is to bother them."
Yeah.
But it'll definitely change the dynamic. It'll definitely change the dynamic. I I mean, look how much different it is already. I mean, we have little children, a 3-year-old
Yes.
and a 1-year-old. And there's such a huge difference between 2 kids and 1 kid. The way they interact. And they're little kids still.
Yeah.
What we need to do is have an odd numbers where they team up differently.
Yeah.
It's like playing Risk in the family. It's like, oh, I'll totally make an alliance over here. Ha! I tricked you.
3 kids are always exciting.
You can do the same thing with cats, but then you have a lot of cats.
Yes.
And that's a whole other problem.
I set myself to a 2-cat limit when we moved into this house because I fear one day I will turn into a crazy cat lady and have
Can you do that?
cats and curlers in my hair and a bathrobe and just be yelling at the neighbors.
You don't do that now?
No. Well.
So you can't have a lot of cats if you. Usually when you have people with families, you don't see a lot of cats, or you see pets because cats. But when you think of crazy cat ladies, you think of the old ladies by themselves.
That's true. That's true. So I guess I can have a lot of cats now and just make sure by the time I'm an old lady that I'm only down to 1 or 2.
Well, now your mom, who had a family, so she had a lot of cats.
She did it when we were kids. We had, I think the max we ever had was 3. And then my mom has 8 cats now.
8?
8? There's 8. Why do you think I go over there a lot?
I didn't know that there was that many. I thought you said a lot of cats like, oh, there's 3 or 4.
There's 8.
8? That's,
yeah.
That's
too many cats. I've tried to mention to her nicely several times, but no. Anyway.
You know, and so she got those after the kids moved out. Kind of empty nest feeling, maybe?
I guess so. It's like one of them came and, and then it had several kittens. And so then she ended up keeping a couple of the kittens. And then I don't know how she got all the... One of them is missing an eye. She found him somewhere in a parking lot. And anyway, my mom is an animal lover, which is a great thing. But you have to learn to let go at some point. You can't just keep all your strays.
Now, is this the one where I know either your mom or someone else that you know had cats who had a bunch of kittens, and then those kittens had kittens, and you could tell they were starting to get a little inbred.
That was my mom, and my best friend Jen took one, and that cat was crazy.
Even amongst cats,
so,
they should know, cousins are too close.
I think he was a little too inbred.
Well, you'd think with so many cats in the world, you wouldn't have to have a problem with that.
Yes.
I mean, they talk about these endangered species where there's only, I don't know, less than 100, right? Mm-hmm. And even still, they're concerned about too much, as they try to get them to repopulate the species after they're doing their, to keep them from extinction. Mm-hmm. They're worried about there's not enough variety in their genome. But with cats, you don't have that problem.
Anyone was worried about cats going extinct anytime soon.
No, that's my point, though. But you still have all these inbred cats.
Yes.
And they're not even from, some certain states that may have, that are notorious for having inbred.
And don't,
families.
then you get those special breed cats with the flat faces or whatever that are all goofy looking, and know why they look goofy.
Oh. And they're going there saying, no, hold on. I'm looking right at you. No. Her other cat was like that.
Yeah.
That's the reason I make fun of that, is that cat had, what they call it, walleye?
Yeah,
or cross-eyed?
Cross-eyed. He was slightly cross-eyed. I think he was some kind of Siamese mix. But, so when we got married, I had 2 cats. And we moved in here, and I said, okay, don't let me get any more than 2 cats, because
I think I told you you'll not get any more than 2 cats.
And so it was pretty, we were pretty happy, whatever. The day we brought Justice home from the hospital, Frankie, who was my cross-eyed Siamese cat, took one look at the baby and left and never came back.
I said good riddance.
And I was so busy with the baby, it took me about a week and a half before I realized I hadn't seen him in a while. And I'm like, what happened to Frankie? And finally, a couple weeks later, I see him. He's at the very end of the block, and living on somebody's front porch. And I think he just decided kids are not for me. He left.
And sometimes I wonder if Jack, the other cat that she has now, kind of wonders the same thing. Because he'll lay there and he'll put up with the kids.
He's very patient.
He understands where he is on the, I won't say he's patient.
He's a very patient cat.
He understands where he is on the totem pole.
Yeah.
He understands. He's below the children. So the children will come up and kind of go pat, 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 and hit and grab. And
yeah, Liberty looks.
He won't smack them back. If he gets fed up, he'll just walk away, and that's fine. In that case, I guess it's a good cat. You know, a lot of cats won't put up with that. But I wonder sometimes, he'll have this look on his face, and you kind of wonder, is he thinking, you know, I should have left when I had the chance. I could have left and not been part of these crazy children.
Why did I stay?
I wouldn't mind having, here's the problem. I like kittens. Kittens are cute. Yeah. They're really fun with children, too. The way they go, wah, wah, on each other. They got the sharp claws, but that'll toughen them up a little bit.
Suck it up, kid. It's okay.
It's just a scratch. It gouges your arm. But no, but kittens are nice, but the problem is they turn into cats. And it doesn't take like 15 years. You don't get a long time period of cute kitten. It's like a year.
About a year. And then you're like, oh.
There's like, that's just a surly old cat now.
I hope I don't feel like that when my kids are teenagers. What happened to that cute
What happened to that cute baby? You're just a surly old cat now.
Where did the surly teenager come from?
Right, I was going to say, speaking of surly mom.
Let me drink my coffee. Leave me alone.
So, have a good week, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
I think we got through this without any children interruptions.
We did.